Welcome once again to another unboxing. This time we're traveling back into the past with a quote-unquote curated set from the past. Well, it's from old sets and some from new sets, and that is Dominaria Remastered Collector's Edition, as always. So this is a mixture of cards from previous Dominaria sets, which unfortunately also includes the latest released ones of Dominaria United and Dominaria Revisited, or whatever the last one was. But let's crack it open and see what we get. Whoa. So the wonderful thing about this set is that it's got some cards that are in the old style and some cards, well, most of the cards are in the new style, but they're guaranteed that at least one card will be in the old style, which is to say they'll have the retro sort of borders going on. They're hard to open. So, once again, this is what I mean by the old sort of border style. But that said, we're off to the race. For some reason, the packs are backwards. So you've got your rare, and then you got the chaff you don't care about at the back, which means you sort of open the pack, you take one look at it, and you go, eh. Urza's blueprints I really want to like because it's a colorless draw, but I can't. It costs 6 to draw cards, which is, I suppose, it's an okay trade-off. But it's got Echo 6, which means that you have, during your next upkeep, you have to pay the Echo cost or sacrifice it. And it's I hate Echo. Echo makes no sense to me. I hate it. Oh, and full art absorb. Look at that wonderful, beautiful art. Oh, wait, 3 rares? Alright, cool. An old style glory. It's got flashback, pseudo. Okay. I don't know where. I thought I had an idea of what the hell was going on, but apparently I don't, because we have an Urza's Blueprints and Absorb a Glory. It's only the first pack, and we've already got another rare, which is Savine's Reclamation, which originally was from one of the Commander decks, if I recall correctly. And then we've got an old style Juggernaut, an uncommon, no one cares about them too much, old style Peregrine Dragon, and this is what I mean. This is like the old school lands. When I was playing in like middle school, or well, it was primary school here, and high school, these were the kinds of lands that I had. We didn't have any of this fancy stuff. We just had these. They're awesome. So nostalgic. Thieving Maggie. Flesh. And, of course, the chaff. Alright. Kind of want to keep the... Yeah, we'll keep the commons together. But four rares in one pack, that's... I don't know what to think about that. We'll see what happens for the other packs, but I'm hoping they're like that, because otherwise the collector's edition would just be amazing. Means that you're actually getting value for once. Full art foil alternate Maze of Ith is our first card. That's phew. I mean, I don't care that Maze of Ith isn't that popular, just that art. Like there was a time when everyone in my Commander playgroup had a Maze of Ith just because Voltron commanders were relatively popular. But still, that art, so beautiful. And alternate full art World Gorger Dragon. I don't mind the World Gorger Dragon. It's a 6 drop for a 7/7. I've never seen it played, full stop. Even though it's been reprinted so many times and everyone loves it, I don't understand it. Triskelion, always a good choice. And Decryptic Gateway. I'm actually tempted to put that in some of my Commander decks, particularly my tribal ones. And the old school card is the Mystic Enforcer, which I don't ever remember seeing, but I'm happy. Look at that old school planes. So planes. Alright, let's see if we can speed it up, but the problem is that I kind of want to put them in different piles, because you got the old school and you got the new ones. Old school Mind Slicer. Okay. When Mind Slicer dies, each player discards their hand. Ooh, good for a discard deck. I like it. Full art Birds of Paradise. Now there's a money card. Particularly for modern. It's very good for modern. Exploration, old school art. An Overmaster. I don't mind it. It's good. It's an old school ornithopter. Whee! I love it. And Mog War Marshal. For those of you who were curious as to what it was. Ugh. And also the packs are incredibly hard to open for some reason. I must, like, compared to the last collector's edition. An old school Sylvain's Reclamation, so the same as last time, but only old school art. Full art Denizen of the Deep. I got nothing to say about Denizen of the Deep. Hey, Test of Endurance. Win the game if you have 50 or more life. That's cool. And a Gemstone Mine. No Gemstone Cavern, but a Gemstone Mine. And old school Wild Dogs. Right. Quickly hurrying through, because we don't want this to go on forever. Full art foil Siege Gang Commander. It's not a commander card, ironically enough. But it makes goblin tokens. And there's a Star Trek. There's a Star Trek reference in this, which is you with the red shirt. You're up next. Good old Star Trek. Oh, really? A foil and a regular. Well, not really regular because they're both full art, but still. Okay, that's... Don't know how to feel about that. Umbilicus. Sapperling Symbiosis. It's good for sapperling decks, but these are sapperlings that I've never seen before. Oh, well, okay. These are sapperlings that you don't see anymore, because most sapperlings now are plants. So it's just a bit weird. Old school Turmoil's Crypt. Woo! And Spirit Link. Basically the first way of getting lifelink. Those were the days when you would cast an enchantment called Flight to give a card flying. Those were the days. Old school Sapperling Symbiosis. Ooh. Full art Arborea. It's a world enchantment. They haven't retconned that. Interesting. Creatures can't attack a player unless that player casts a spell or put a non-token permanent onto the battlefield during their last turn. Huh. Intriguing. Old school Chainer Dementia Master. Nice to see old school Chainer get some love. New school Chainer is a lot better, but old school Chainer, yeah. Wait, Mystic Remora? Wait, Mystic Remora's back? I mean, usually I check the list of cards, but all these were spoiled in, like, one go, pretty much. So I've only seen a majority of them. Mystic Remora! Heck yeah! That's going in some decks. Mugwar, and then you've got the others. I know it sounds like Mystic Remora made the cut, but I just haven't seen a Mystic Remora or any new art. In fact, I don't even think they have had new art for Mystic Remora in a while. Entomb. Foil. It's a good card. Need to be careful what you throw into the bin, though. It's a good card, though. Enlightened Tutor. It's a tutor. Fuck yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be swearing, but still. Heck yeah. Lieutenant Kurtar? Exile target attacking creature if you sacrifice it. Yeah. Good removal. And another Surveyor's Reclamation. Okay. I know it was a commander-only card, but please, I don't need to be flooded with Surveyor's Reclamation. And Mogwar Marshal. I mean, how many Surveyor's Reclamation do I need? I mean, sure, it should go in almost all white decks, but really, not really. It shouldn't really go in almost all. Test of Endurance. That's a mythic. Yeah, that should have gone in here. Full alternate art Chainer. Go Chainer. A Sapling Symbiosis. Ooh! Foil Last Chance. Take an extra turn after this one. Oh, it's the red take an extra turn. I do like how red's the only other color that's like, yes, you can take an extra turn, but at the end of your turn, it's game over. And that's where you do the sundial and you go, nope, end the turn immediately. Do not go to the end step, do not pass go. And of course, everyone's favorite Icy Manipulator. Oh, it looks so good in foil. Icy Foil Manipulator. That seems like it's the way to go. Old school foil Royal Assassin. I always thought that Royal Assassin was kind of cool. The problem is that it dies pretty immediately. Hey! Full art Wrath of God. Again, I haven't checked every single card, but it is nice to know that some of these made it. Like Wrath of God. Heck yeah! I mean, it's white removal. Hey! Another Enlightened Tutor. Old school art this time. I dig it. A Cryptic Gateway. And Overnize. Because everyone likes making sheep tokens. And of course the flavor text is, the crocodile's failed attack left it feeling both hungry and sheepish. And old school art Gamble, because people like Gamble. I mean, people don't like getting Gamble in packs, but in games, people like Gamble. Oh, alternate full art Helm of Awakening. Spells cost 1 less to cast. Cool. That's kind of cool. Crawl Space, because everyone loves limiting the number of attackers. Another Overmaster, and an old school White Mane Lion. Oh god, I remember when this was coming at me at the playground. I'm old, people. I'm old. I like to think I'm young at heart, which is why I play card games, but I'm pretty old. Full alternate art Grim Lavamancer, which is actually one of the face cards for this set. And I'm never 100% sure why everyone loves Grim Lavamancer, but it's just not me. Another bloody World Gorger. Okay, so the mythics we've got have been 2 World Gorges, 2 Tests of Endurance, and 1 Last Chance. I feel like the box is teasing me. An Arcady Sabbath, which is interesting because I don't remember him being in Dominaria, but I could easily be wrong. I mean, I last played Dominaria years ago. Gemstone Mine. And then an old school Undead Gladiator. Because zombie barbarians. Now, unfortunately, this is the last pack. I'm hoping that it's going to be something good. But we shall see. Should probably also point out the foil tokens look really nice. Squirrels for the squirrel deck. So we have an old school art, Wrath of God. And alternate art, Gemstone Mine. Hey, a Jester's Cap. I was kind of hoping for the alternate art, because the alternate art looks pretty cool, but this also looks pretty cool. And Jester's Cap is mainly used in Legacy and Modern, if I recall. It's not really used in Commander, and it's never made its way to Standard since, since the first Dominaria set came out. But it's a nice throwback. Saproling, Symbiosis, and a Wild Dogs. Oh, didn't see that. And a full alternate art Chainer's Edict, because we can. Well, that was the pack. So hopefully any of you who are interested in getting Dominaria Remastered will have a look at it and sort of go, yep, I can see what it's got, and I'm not interested. For those of you who aren't, interested, you can go, yep, okay, cool, that's what's in it. And for those of you who are interested, you can go, yeah, cool, that's, I kind of dig it. I will say that it is pretty much a roll of the dice. Most sets are generally a roll of the dice with cards that you really want. This is one that I'd probably say, it's a toss-up between buying singles and buying a box. Honestly, I'd say if you buy a box, you're pretty much set. If you're buying singles, the problem is that the singles that most people are usually after are the expensive ones. So, it's a toss-up, really. You could go either way. Usually I buy boxes because it's a good way of investing in the future, as well as getting the cards you want, and then I end up getting singles. But for Dominaria Remastered, I'd probably say it's a toss-up. Either buy a draft box or buy singles. It'll probably end up costing you about the same, unless you're only after really crummy singles. That's my advice. But once again, thanks for joining me, and hopefully you'll join me next time, where we open Phyrexia. All will be one. I'm looking forward to that. Till next time. See ya.